Narcissistic guilt-tripping is a manipulative tactic used by people with narcissistic tendencies to control and manipulate others. The goal is to make the other person feel guilty and responsible for the narcissist's feelings, situation, or actions, thereby gaining control over them. Narcissists may use guilt-tripping in a variety of ways, such as blame shifting. Blaming others for the narcissist's actions, emotions, problems, failures, or mistakes is one of the most common tactics narcissists use to avoid accountability, as well as manipulate people. This is often done when a narcissist feels threatened, challenged, criticized, or when you try to hold them accountable for their actions. For example, during an argument, the narcissist may blame the victim for being insensitive, not understanding the narcissist, only thinking of themselves, not caring about the narcissist's needs, or causing the argument in the first place. After the argument, the narcissist may again shift blame for their abusive behaviors during the argument, especially if they verbally or physically abused the victim or broke stuff. The narcissist may say things like, "Look at what you made me do," or "This is all your fault because you know I have a short temper." This gives the narcissist the excuse to further punish the victim, as well as make the victim responsible for making things right with the narcissist, which often involves giving in to the narcissist's demands, as well as in some way try to make it right with the narcissist for causing the narcissist to react in the way they did. This allows the narcissist to act in any way they want and get anything they want, while the victim accepts the responsibility for being abused. The victim may also be made to feel guilty for not helping the narcissist, even if the narcissist's current bad situation was due to their own actions, such as the narcissist blowing all the rent money on drinking and partying, and then claiming they did it because the victim stresses them out and they needed to relax, thereby implying the victim needs to now pay the rent. The narcissist may also set impossible standards for the victim or expect things from the victim without informing them, and then punish the victim while claiming the abuse or punishment is because the victim did not fulfill the narcissist's demands or needs. Playing the victim. Portraying themselves as a victim to gain sympathy and manipulate others is the bread and butter of manipulation for covert narcissists. Although overt narcissists may use it as well, a narcissist may lie and create false stories or exaggerate past experiences or use their current struggles to guilt-trip others into doing what they want. For example, they may talk about how hard their childhood was or how much they have sacrificed for others in an attempt to make others feel like they owe the narcissist something, or should be more understanding of a narcissist's needs, or should give a narcissist a pass on their bad behavior. This is often done when a narcissist feels like they are not getting what they want, or when they feel threatened, criticized, or you expose their manipulation or abuse. The narcissist then adopts the role of a victim and tries to paint themselves as helpless, innocent, clumsy, forgetful, or being treated unfairly. This is often done with shifting blame for their actions, but it could also just be where the narcissist claims they had no bad intentions in what they said or did, or that they broke or threw away your stuff by accident, or that they have no idea why you are upset about what they did or said. They can also claim that their situation is due to other people giving them wrong information, letting them down, stabbing them in the back, that people are treating the narcissist unfairly, or that the narcissist was just unlucky. For instance, when they fail to pass their final exam, it is not because they never studied for it, but because the professor or examiner has it in for them and failed them on purpose. Or when they are passed over for promotion, it is not because they are always late for work and their work is subpar, but because the manager has it in for them, or the company cannot see their brilliance and does not deserve them. By portraying themselves as a victim of circumstances beyond their control, they can get people to feel sorry for the narcissist and as if people have a duty to help the narcissist. Those who do not help will be called out as uncaring and made to feel guilty for not coming to the narcissist's aid. This is an effective tactic, as many people hope that if they help someone in need, that someone will help them in the future when life throws a curveball at them and they need help. Thus, a narcissist can often milk people dry with this tactic, even if people may know they are being exploited, because the person may hope they are building up positive karma or may be afraid of being made out to be a horrible person who does not help those in need. Threatening. Narcissists may threaten to harm themselves, others, pets, destroy property, or withhold finances or help if their demands are not met, or to punish others for not meeting their demands. For example, a narcissist may threaten to harm or kill themselves if their partner decides to leave them or do not give them what they want. They may say, "If you don't do this for me, I'll hurt myself," or "If you leave me, I'll jump off a bridge." They may also use more subtle threats, such as threatening to not talk to their partner, not engage in sex, cut off finances or support, threaten to reveal embarrassing information, or smear their partner's name with lies in order to control or manipulate their partner. The narcissist's threatening behavior can be very intimidating and effective in making others feel guilty, and as if they have no choice but to comply with a narcissist's demands in order to prevent harm or to maintain the relationship. They may also feel like they are responsible for the narcissist's safety or well-being, even if a threat is not genuine or it means sacrificing their own needs or boundaries. Passive-aggressive manipulation. Passive-aggressive manipulation is a very effective way narcissists, especially covert narcissists, control people. This often entails silent treatment, withholding love, attention, or affection to make others feel guilty and give in to the narcissist's demands. But it can also include go-slows and procrastination, whereby they don't do things their partner needs done until the last minute or until it is too late, such as putting out the trash after the garbage truck passed or signing a document after a deadline. It can also include doing things wrong and claiming they misunderstood their partner or that their partner told them wrong, such as bringing back orange juice instead of milk or buying half a dozen eggs instead of a dozen as their partner asked, which may cause their partner not to be able to do the task they plan to do. Passive-aggressive behaviors are used to avoid accountability as well as punish others for not meeting the narcissist's demands or for challenging their authority, while giving the narcissist an easy out to claim their actions are not abusive, as they do not threaten, yell, or get physical. The partner often starts to doubt themselves and may feel like they have done something wrong or that they are responsible for the conflict, even if they are not sure what they did to upset the narcissist. This will compel them to try to make things right with the narcissist. The narcissist often expects the other person to apologize, beg for forgiveness, or to make concessions in order to end the passive-aggressive behaviors, such as break the silence in a silent treatment. How guilt-tripping differs between overt and covert narcissists. Guilt-tripping can manifest differently in overt and covert narcissists, although the underlying motivation is similar, which is to control and manipulate others for their own benefit. Overt narcissists tend to be more aggressive and direct in their approach to guilt-tripping. They may use threats, intimidation, or other forms of verbal abuse to get others to comply with their demands. For example, an overt narcissist may say things like, "If you don't do what I want, you're worthless," or "I'll ruin your life if you cross me." They may be very forceful in their communication style and may not hesitate to use physical violence or other forms of coercion to get what they want. Covert narcissists, on the other hand, tend to be more subtle and indirect in their approach to guilt-tripping. They may use more passive-aggressive tactics, such as silent treatment or manipulation through guilt and pity. For example, a covert narcissist may say things like, "I can't believe you would do this to me after everything I've done for you," or "You're making me feel like a bad person." They may also use emotional manipulation or blackmail to make others feel responsible for the narcissist's emotions or well-being, such as saying, "I cannot believe you would think that of me. This hurts me so much," or "I am so disappointed in you right now." See the video suggested to you right now to discover why narcissists break your stuff.